everyone, it's been a minute. I have been very busy with all the schoolwork I had to get done, and it's winter time. Everything is on a schedule, so it's been a long time since I had the time to play Sims. Actually, this video is from back in days when I used to have free time to play video games, and I just didn't have any time to put a voiceover on it. Whenever I wanted to record, I was feeling tired or I didn't really feel like talking over it. So it took a while for me to upload the next video. But I remember this apartment is gonna be like a goth style apartment. I don't even know what that means. Obviously, I know just because somebody is listening to metal music, that doesn't make them a goth, or doesn't mean everything about them is gonna be black. But this house turned out very stereotypical, I would say. I tried to make it not even a like you love bands or you like horror movies, or like you're overall in that gothic phase of your life. It was more about just kind of wanted to give it a vampire aesthetic, I guess. Everything was a little bit darker, even though this is in San Myshuno, where everything is modern and it's apartments. Usually by default this city comes with colorful apartments. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit what if a vampire was back in city, or what if somebody who is really into this dark aesthetic in their house was living in an apartment, how would they decorate it? So I tried to make some things look a little bit more aged, I would say. So even though the kitchen was quite modern, the living room was modern, I made the master bedroom quite old style, which we will get into. And also I gave this house a lore as well. So as you can see, the dinner table is very tiny. I just imagined that this person is a single person who really likes this goth aesthetic, and their sibling, also they live in the city, right? So their sibling sent their kid, so this person's nephew, to come into the city to live in their uncle's house and maybe go to school there or get a job there. So I kind of made this house as if a goth uncle and nephew lives here. I don't know, I just imagine it this way. These people are maybe in some way closer in age than a parent and a child would be. Maybe there's maybe 10 years between them max, and they're just gonna live this single lifestyle in their goth apartment, where the nephew will learn a lot about his uncle's eccentric hobbies maybe, and grow into him. I don't know. So that's how I imagined it. So their house is, I don't know, I imagine as two men living here, but of course you can make whatever you want. You can put more stuff into it, change it a little bit. I also didn't put any specifically vampire things like a coffin or anything like that, or a bar for them to brew their blood cocktails or anything like that. But as you play into it, maybe you could make them vampires. I don't know. It's all up to you. I just kind of left it there. So this is their just living room. I also put a lot of seating area to the living room, because I thought these people are not gonna host dinners. They're not really cooking much, but they would love to invite people over for drinks and watch some TV. So I made this lounge room quite big as opposed to the eating area. It's not really a family vibes where you sit down and eat all together. It's more you party together, you chit chat together or whatever. If I had enough place, I would even put a hookah or something like that. This is a very young people gather kind of area I want it to be. And then I put some pictures. Maybe it's family members this uncle doesn't like, and so there's scratch over them. Or maybe they used to date a werewolf that came around this house. I don't know. So here I'm just decorating the hallway. And so there's two rooms, one for the nephew and one for the uncle. And they have a bathroom, so there's no ensuite bathroom for the parents' bedroom. So it's just gonna be one bathroom they use together, and also one kitchen. So there's no special bathroom for anyone. So for the nephew's room, I kind of wanted him to, like, wanted this bedroom to be different than the uncle's, where it shows that somebody young lives here. Though I don't remember specifically what I picked. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be changing this bed, but yeah, I think I make this room a little bit more modern than the other one. So like it kind of shows that he's young, he's not really into the older aesthetic when it comes to the house. And I imagine this guy to like study like graphic design or something. Okay, like there's no graphic design in The Sims, but maybe like arts. Like he likes, I guess, art, but more like not like a painter, but more so like I was thinking of like working on the iPad, doing some graphic design, some electronic things. I don't know. Maybe he like makes NFTs or something. So this is gonna be his room, and I don't think I had enough space to put a. I had enough space to put a desk, but I chose to put a computer and a gaming console instead. I thought like this person is like more so doing things on iPad or like stays in school, doesn't really come home as much to spend time in the room per se or like study in the house. And I find it's with very common amongst university students where like I know so many of my friends never really studied at home. They all like went to libraries or cafes. Like I don't know, I guess after a while you just don't want to be in the same place all the time studying. You just kind of want to like, or you want to be in a communal area where everybody else is studying, so you get more into it. I don't know. And so here is the uncle's room. Like I said, I made it a little bit like older style furniture. I think he likes that. Like I think he is the one that really likes vampires or old stuff. Like maybe he reads about like the vampire Vlad and like is really into the lore of the old town. So I think I wanted to like portray this kind of interest in this room. There's a lot of pictures. Maybe these are people from his family or the people he idolizes from like the vampire lore. I don't know. So he really likes this room. As opposed to his nephew, I imagine him spending a lot of time in his room and kind of being in his own space. I imagine him as someone who doesn't really want to go out. He is more into just being in his little space and inviting people into his like living room, watching movies with them, as opposed to like going exploring. That's why I think he chose to live in a big city where he can like watch the city from up top, but don't be like downstairs in it with everybody else, if that makes sense. Um, I also made him like a area to sit in this bedroom, so he has his own seating area inside his bedroom as well, where he maybe wants to read some books or chat with someone one on one, drinking things because there's two like little armchairs. I did not think of a job for him, but I did give him a desk because, like I said, I think he's working a lot in his room or like doing things in his room a lot. So I thought a computer would justify the time spent. But I didn't really think of a specific occupation, so that's up to you. Let me know if you ever decide to play with this house and make this family. What job did you give to him, or did you even like make an uncle to live in it? Let me know. And here is the bathroom, just the last touches. There's nothing special about the bathroom, to be honest. It's just I tried to use black a little bit more than I usually would do. Um, I thought it ended up pretty cozy. I gave them a bathtub, some candle, so it looked pretty nice. I do use a mod for those toothbrush and soap holder, so if you want to know it, let me know. And here are the last pictures of this house, very sloppy way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this build. Thank you so much for watching.